So real quick on They Live Truth, RV, Russian Vids, Ben Lashenko, whatever you want to call him, whatever you want to. This guy's a fraud. Always has been. Put out a lot of good stuff, yes, but Masons team up with other Masons, just as you've seen before. Bart Sibrel, he's a filmmaker. He's got several films out, and he's a Hollywood producer and whatnot. And he has been on Russian Vids channel a few times, just like a bunch of other um, well-known people, wrestlers and whatnot have come on his channel. And he's been invited on like the Joe Rogan channel and Alex Jones, and he's got all these connects with Alex Stein and Rose 777 and Jeranism. Like, Masons promote other Masons. He wouldn't be on in the non sequitur show and on and on and on. He wouldn't be, Nicholson 1968. I could go on and on. Noah. They're all frauds. All of them. And I get people asking me all the time, well, what do you think about Noah or the days of Noah or where do you think about? They're all frauds. I don't trust any of them. They have a popular channel that's well seen and well put together on YouTube. I don't trust them. And that's just me. Masons promote other Masons. Shills promote other shills. And RV Truth, Russian Vids, They Live, he himself has exposed this. He himself has said he fails all his own tests. In the beginning where he was saying, hey, this if a person does this, this, or this, they're a shill. Guarantee 100%, no questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. Go look back at what he says about that and what the qualifications are. And if you do those things, you're guaranteed 100% a shill. Well, guess what? He's doing all those things. He turned into what he was supposedly exposing from everybody else. He's a fraud, okay? He would not have Bart Sibrel on his show if he wasn't, okay? Period. This is a live stream that they did, and they're just a bunch of frauds. But as you see right there, you can see that it says the witchcraft, astrology, and Satanism, because in reality, that's what their true religion is. They're Masons behind the game, playing a role, playing a part. They're agents set in place, and unfortunately, most people will never be able to see the forest for the trees, to see the truth for who it truly is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's really relevant. If I, need to do that, have to do that. I mean, I don't see how that's gonna make.
I went a little.
Any difference?
126. He's gonna start talking about something.
Maybe one of these days.
Which is one of the people that he's connected with, the Dave Weiss and all that people that he was on their show and he was connected with them. Okay, and now he tries to make his videos exposing him. He'll call him Wimpy Weiss, and same thing with Alex Stein. But then he'll have him on the show, or he'll say a good thing about him, and it's fake. Okay, it's a fake, contrived argument back and forth.
Now, there we go. Yeah, thanks so much, Steven Skiba. Skeeps, thanks for that, Skeeps. Tom McDonald, that's right. That's right. Tom McDonald and Jaron's pushing him. It's completely ridiculous.
Yeah, you're teamed up with Jeranism and all the people who Jeranism already admits that he's a Satanist and a Mason, and he already said that he believes that.
Yeah, Troy, you're talking about
right here. This is where I was trying to get to. Dave Weiss is a Mason. They all are Masons, okay? Masons prop up other Masons. Masons go on other Masons' shows. Masons promote other Masons, okay? Masons don't promote other non-Masons, period. It does not happen.
And I played that video. It's with PK.
And PK, one of RV's good buddies, especially, when he was known as Russian Vids back in the day. That was his good buddy, PK. And matter of fact, RV even came out asking for money for PK. He was asking everybody to donate money to PK, which is the number one thing that he said. If anybody ever comes out and asks for money, they're a shill. And so he got exposed in that video because people put his clips where him saying all that stuff, and then the clips of him asking for money, and then he tries to come back and say, oh, I was just asking for PK because he's a real good friend of mine in the UK or whatever. I don't know where PK is at, but something like that. It's been a long time. Now it comes out he's saying that PK and Weiss were Masons. Well, guess what? You wouldn't have been yoked up with them if you weren't a Mason too. Period. Masons don't hang around other Masons. Does not happen.
Was what was that show called? I forgot the name of the show. Something to Midnight.
Yeah, where they were already Masons and they were getting their higher up degree, where it was like the Arc Knights or something.
Train to Midnight. I forgot the name of the show, but they both were like being like initiated into the into Freemasonry to a higher level. It wasn't just, it was the Arc Knights. It wasn't a low level Masonry. It was a higher level. So that means they're already Masons. Now they're being propped up.
Yeah, just like you and everybody else are Masons being propped up, because Masons prop up other Masons, okay? Just like Rose 777, Crow 777. You guys are all in it together. But yeah, it's like Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and Biden, right? They're all Jesuits. They're all part of the same fraternities. They're all fighting for the same thing. But they act like, when the cameras are on, like they hate each other. Like they can't stand each other. Like they think there's one stupid and the other one's a bumbling idiot and the other one's this or that. That's what they act like. Or the ones, or Hillary Clinton, she's a crook, you know. And then Hillary Clinton will say, oh, Donald Trump's a crook, he belongs in prison. You know, it's all fake and contrived, and they'll get the audience to ooh, woo, and get big and ignite the, you know, engulf the audience. And then when the cameras are off, they go backstage, they go on vacation together, they go golf together, they go hang out together because they're best friends, they're reading off a script. I'm not really saying they're best friends, but they're all part of the same brotherhoods, they're all part of the same things, they all are pushing the same goals, so it doesn't matter to them whether it's left, right, Trump, Biden, okay? Everything is going to get done the same way, whether Trump's in office or Biden's in office, okay? They have goals that they want to reach, and they reach those goals with whoever. It's just like the Rothschild. They've financed both sides of the war since before Napoleon. So we'll go to 131 real quick. I want to show you where he talks about there's certain subjects he says that are taboo that he won't talk about. And it's like, if you're a real truther, you don't care about getting shut down. You'll start a new channel. He's like, oh, I can't lose my channel.
On YouTube.
His fake fraud channel where he makes his money.
I already made over 30 videos about that topic back in 2020. That's what gets people in trouble. And why we have to explain these things to people is beyond me. And
a real truther doesn't have any limits, okay? A real truther puts the truth out there and lets the chips fall where they may. They don't say, oh, I don't want to lose my channel.
Yeah, it's just, to me, it's suspicious why people do that. It's like, they want to get you shut down? Do they want to get you in trouble?
Suspicious. Suspicious is right, like you. And then we're going to go to 137, where he's got one of the biggest self-proclaimed Satanists, Rose 777.
Until after. I texted you about it. We talked about it.
Right there, he's talking about Rose.
Very generous contribution last stream. I didn't see until after. I texted you about it. We talked about it. I greatly appreciate that. And everybody else as well. People need to understand, unfortunately, during
I'll back up
talk, but like I said, last time he came in peace and, you know, gave his sort of side of the story when it comes to flat Earth, and
he's going to sit here and say how he texts Rose 777, a known Satanist.
Leave it there as far as Eric
and Mason. And one more thing before I play, he gets into where he's going to say, Rose and Jaronism and all of them and David Weiss, they had a couple live streams, which now you can't even find, that they've taken down, where they went and tried to expose RV, and they were putting out all kinds of stuff against RV, and then they took that down. But that's just what they do. They pretend like they don't like each other, and then the next day they're on each other's show, and then they're cross-promoting each other, and they're texting each other. They're all Masons in the game.
Oh, Rose 777's here. I didn't see that.
Rose 777.
Rose, thanks so much for that very generous contribution.
Also, Rose, which I've exposed, you can go watch the videos where I've exposed her, but she admits that she would do, that her family's like a producer of one of those popular shows, I forget what it's called, and she's got a lot of connections. on top of being a Mason and being a Satanist and everything else, she's got a lot of Hollywood connections, a lot of just satanic connections that she's yoked up with. And of course, RV's yoked up with her.
I didn't see until after. I texted you about it. We talked about it. I greatly appreciate that, and everybody else as well. People need to understand. Unfortunately, during live streams, I don't always catch every super chat.
Yeah, so I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna show you one quick little thing real quick. As you can see, this was a guest with Bart Sibrel, and
So
and you see right here on the Joe Rogan Experience, just a few weeks before he went on the RV podcast, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast. And again, these Satanists link up with other Satanists. These Masons link up with other Masons. And he would never be on the Joe Rogan podcast Experience that gets viewed by millions and millions of views unless he was one of them, okay? Just like Brian Denlinger, just like any of those other people, they are all a part of the satanic fraternities. That's why they are given the audiences that they are getting. That's why they get the guests that they get, and they have the connections that they have, okay? So understand that. Gonna end that there. Like I said, just another pawn in the game. Bart Sibrel on Joe Rogan's podcast on RV. Again, he would never come on nobody like my podcast. Why? Because I'm not one of them, okay? So they don't come on people who are not a part of the game's podcast, okay? It's just the way that it works. He would never come out and see, oh, I see you're putting a lot of truth out on your channel, Flint Truth. I'd like to come on your channel and talk to you. It would never happen. Never, never, never. You will never, ever see anybody like that on this channel. And there's a reason for that, because I'm not a part of the Matrix. I'm not a part of the Illuminati, the Masons, the Jesuits, all these secret societies, the Bilderbergers. I mean, all these different fraternities. There's so many different ones. I'm not a part of none of them. Never have been, never will be. Saved by the blood of Jesus Christ, by the grace of Jesus Christ. And I'm thankful every day that I get to walk the walk that I get to walk, because being saved is a true blessing. Having the comfort in my soul and in my heart, knowing where my soul's going, knowing that I'm a saved, born-again person. It's a great feeling, and I thank the Lord for it every day, because it brings you a sense of peace, a sense of joy that nothing else can bring you. There's nothing else that could ever bring me the joy and peace that I have from the Lord Jesus Christ. He absolutely provides for all my needs, all my family's needs, takes care of us, and just truly blessed. And I'm very, very thankful for all the people who support me, support my channel, support the work that I do. I greatly appreciate you all, and I just want to say God bless each and every one of you.